before I went with you, I called and told her I was not going to go back to her again.
You mean before you listed the home with me, you called your previous agent and told Kathy that you weren't going to relist with her, and she's
right.
All right. And she seemed like she was okay with. She didn't really. She was neither here nor there.
I told her why. I said, Kath, I said, I gave you the listing for 6 months. I re-signed with you for another 6 months. I said no hard feelings, but when I put it on the market again, I've no intentions of going with Coldwell Banker. I didn't tell her. I didn't mention you. I didn't mention Keller Williams. Nothing. And she said, oh, okay, well, I can understand how you feel, but, the market, this and that, which is true. So I said to her yesterday, I said, Kathy, when you had the listing, granted the market wasn't great, I said it might be a little bit better now, but I'm glad you called me because I didn't know, how you felt.
Yeah.
But quite frankly, Eric, if she had hard feelings, shame on her. I mean, she had the house for a year.
Yeah.
She did nothing.
Well, let me ask you a question. What do you feel was a difference between when she had the listing, with regards to herself and whatever her team is, and when I had the listing with my team, the Ciro's Melnikoff Group?
Oh, no comparison. You guys didn't, you held my hand all through the whole thing. You and Jim were available for my questions, getting people there to do whatever work needed to be done. And even, let's start with the photos you took. My daughter in Nyack, New York, said to me, oh, my God, Mom, there's no comparison. I mean, those photos made my house look better than it was. But you and Jim were hand-holding through the whole process, whereas Coldwell Banker, they took the listing, that was it. That was it.
Wow.
And believe me, Eric, when I've said, yeah, we have little bumps in the road, I know how I am, you are, whatever, but let me tell you something. I am so glad I called you to take that listing. I don't know. My own family says that. Yeah. Mom, what would you have done without them?
So let me ask you this. So,
go ahead.
Even you said, oh, how you are and how I am, and little head butting here and there. What do you feel you would have been better served by someone kind of being more passive, or?
No.
Okay.
No, because you knew when to tell me, certain things if I wanted to hear them or not. No.
Good.
No.
All right.
No, wouldn't change a thing.
Good.
Wouldn't change a thing. As a matter of fact, I'll be honest, with you and Jim, to me, holy God, it's actually tiring to give that much attention to a homeowner. It is.
Well, I gotta say, we do, and I think Jim is instrumental in that. He really picks up a lot.
Oh yeah, Jim's great. Jim really is a sweetheart. The two of you go together extremely well.
Right. He's like honey.
One does another.
He's like honey, and I'm like spice.
Yeah, but you meld together. I'm telling you, that's what you have a very successful relationship, and I've told that to Jim many times.
Yeah,
but,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, really, Eric. I mean it sincerely from the bottom of my heart. You don't know how many times I've said to myself, "Oh my God, what would I have done without those two?"
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. Really,
people from me.
It means a lot. It means a lot.
Oh my God!
And
you covered all bases. All bases.
Good.
All bases.
As far as the pricing, you felt that it was priced right, and
yes.
Good.
Yes.
All right.
Kathy overpriced my house, way over.
Yeah.
Way over.
Right.
It's not worth that much. You know that as well as I do.
And
you hit the nail on the head.
Right. Right. It wasn't like we underpriced it. We priced it right, so it actually got a job.
Absolutely.
And as far as, the letter I just read, that's why I'm calling you, because of the email I just got. And I want to first just thank you for the kind words. As I said, it's always important that we really get the job done, not just sell the house, but, our idea and our vision is to, one, elevate the client's experience. Hands down, that's what we want to do. Number two, make the real estate transaction as easy as possible and as enjoyable as possible. And
well, you did.
Yep, and I appreciate it. And number three, to create a client for life. A raving fan. Now you might say, well, I'm renting, and who knows, maybe I'll go to I don't know where you're going to go, New York, Florida, whatever. But to create that raving fan, that if anyone ever is at a cocktail party or a dinner and they suggest that they might be selling their home, that instantaneously that past client says, you got to call my realtors.
Oh, I already told that to Jim. I said, good. A lot of my friends my age have already downsized and what have you. I said, but you guys are the only ones I would ever recommend, ever,